Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including another major cable TV company is laying off, this time over 900 staff, and making a massive shift in how it operates. This was long seen as one of the safer things from cord cutting because it was always assumed to continue to be profitable. Now it seems like not so fast. We'll tell you what's happening. YouTube TV is also dominating cord cutting when it comes to live TV streaming services, but according to a new survey, cheaper services like Philo and Friendly TV are growing fast as Americans ditch more expensive TV packages, go to smaller, cheaper ones. Also, 70% of all traffic now is entertainment and gaming related, according to numbers from Comcast, raising questions about data caps going forward. These stories and a whole lot more coming up in a quick second. You can find a link to each story in the show notes and in the first pinned comment I'm about to talk about, so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'll love to hear from you. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button or hitting that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow and hopefully helping you break free from the high cost of TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. With that said, let's dive into it. First with a little, hey, heads up. If you're a subscriber to Warner Brothers Discovery's Max service, you are not imagining things. Things do look a little different. On Sunday, they rolled out an app update, replacing the blue classic look that they've had since they launched with more of a black and gray look, very similar to the traditional HBO logo you've seen for decades now. Not a whole lot different beyond that, but just throwing that little out. Link in the show notes if you want to see the new logo and see the changes. I'll put a link there. But you're not imagining things. Things are different. Thanks to the tip that came in to let us know about this, actually just as I was about to record this video. Got a story up thanks to a tip. If you ever have a tip for Cord Cutters News, go over to our website, click on the Contact Us, and send us an email. All right, let's dive into it. QVC has announced it's laying off 900 staff and shifting its focus from TV to live social shopping. What's happening here? Well, for one, these live social shopping things on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube are very popular right now. But more importantly, television is going down. QVC and Home Shopping Network, HSN, are now owned by the same company, and they operate as one unit, which is kind of weird, but they are one body now. It's long been seen as one of the most successful cable channels, very profitable for very low effort, selling tons of stuff. Who here has ever had a parent or grandma who shopped a lot in QVC? I have had family members do that a lot, or HSN. And now, though, that trend's going away. As things evolve, people have finally moved away from shopping on their televisions to shopping in person or online. QVC is trying to adapt. Will they be able to do it? Loss of QVC is important here because often they actually had brought bags of money to cable companies and paid them for the right to be carried on their network rather than the other way around. Loss of this is another loss of revenue for cable TV companies you have to keep a close eye on. We're seeing a growing trend of layoffs. Paramount, Warner Bros. Discovery, Disney, and more have all made layoffs recently. I expect that to just be the tip of the iceberg, as we probably will see massive layoffs in traditional cable television as companies shift their focus to more streaming and digital means. All right, next up in our news, YouTube TV remains king. We surveyed over 1,900 of you, and you told us what you used and liked. According to this survey, 30% of you use YouTube TV, followed by 9% on and change on Sling TV, Friendly at 7.2%, Philo at 6.7%, DirecTV Stream at 4.9%, Hulu Plus Live at 4.8%, and Fubo at 2.5%. What I think we're seeing here is pretty clear. If you're not a sports fan, you've heard me talk about this a lot. If you're not a sports fan, why are you paying for these massive TV bundles? I often talk to a lot of new cord cutters who start off cord cutting by replicating cable. They go get something like YouTube TV, Fubo, and the like, replicate the cable TV experience. Very quickly, they migrate away from that to on-demand services like Netflix, Amazon, Disney Plus, Hulu, and the like. And because of that, we're seeing a big shift here. Though there are still a lot of people who enjoy a lot of cable entertainment channels like Hallmark Channel for the movies and different things. Because of that, we're seeing a rise of things like Friendly and Philo, these very cheap packages, to the point that we've seen DirecTV Stream launch some packages in that cheaper realm of $34.99 for a bunch of entertainment packages, plus Max, Disney Plus, and Hulu. We also saw Fubo announce they will do the same sometime this year. No date and no details on what those will look like. We'll keep a close eye on this, but have you cut back live TV services? If you're not a news or not a big sports fan, there's not a whole lot of reason to get something like YouTube TV nowadays. It's just kind of where the market's been going. Leave me a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Speaking of the growth of cord cutting and streaming, according to a report from Comcast, 70% of all data in the United States is now streaming and gaming related. They blame a lot of large video game files downloaded as people now switch from physical discs getting games. And let's be honest, even if you get a physical disc for a PlayStation or Xbox, often still there's large downloads once you get the game into your system that you have to do. Well, that's been impacting it. And now 70% of all internet traffic is entertainment streaming, with live sports being a big part of that, and with video games. Now this comes as Comcast says in 2024, their network saw record high usage, and they're implementing AI software to try to optimize their network for live sports streaming to try to improve that. Keep an eye on this because Comcast and others still have data caps. Comcast 1.2 gigabytes, and then they start charging you a lot of money by gig unless you upgrade to one of the plans with unlimited data, or you get like their Wi-Fi router, which comes with unlimited data. It's a big profit center for Comcast with that. But now, as this becomes more and more common for large files and large video streaming, the idea of data caps needs to be rethought. Some like Spectrum no longer have data caps. Many fiber providers and others have also ditched data caps. Hopefully, data caps will become a thing of the past in the near future. We'll keep an eye on that. Leave me a comment. Have you ever been hit with overages for going over a data cap? All right, today, when I'm posting this, is the final day to claim the Disney Plus and Hulu bundle deal. So our deal of the day, $2.99 a month, $2.99 a month for 4 months for both services with their ad-supported plans. If you've been thinking about trying them, lots of good content coming out with new blockbuster seasons on Hulu and Disney Plus. Link in the show notes if you want to learn more. New and qualifying returning customers, link in the show notes. All right, if you're a Google Nest customer and you like it, some big changes coming there. They are discontinuing the Nest Protect smoke and CO alarm is being discontinued, along with their partnership with Yale Locks. They will be partnering with First Alert out there to start making smoke detectors and other products from First Alert with that Residio company. I hope I said that right. I think this is the same company behind like Honeywell and other products. Be interested to see if they, like the Google Nest thermostat now becomes a Honeywell kind of product. Be interesting. They do promise to continue to support these discontinued products, but say they want to focus on new smart home devices, but we're kind of vague on where they're going to go with this and what they're going to do. The good news is, like I said, they're not discontinuing it, though some stuff that had previously been in a Yale app for Google's Nest products, for example, are going to be migrating later this year to the Google Home app with it. They'll have details to contact you, but I think it's interesting to see that they talk about some big changes coming to what they offer in the future. We'll be watching this closely. Also, in a deal of the day, I love to help people save money, so I hope these deals of the day help you. But Amazon has launched a buy 4, save an extra 10%. Now, this deal comes and goes all the time, and what's included varies wildly. As a dad, we've often taken advantage of this when things like baby wipes go on this deal. But not only do you get the current sale price, but if you buy 4 items from a wide range of things, from batteries to cleaning supplies to coffee, and trash bags and the like, you get an additional 10% off of whatever the current price is for a limited time. Link in the show notes if you want to find out more about this deal. Check it out. We'll have a full list down there. And lastly, a story. I always hate talking about politics, but sometimes it does have a big impact here. The FCC has launched an investigation into Disney over its DEI practices. Well, we're not going to talk about this as much as we can avoid it. It is important to note that this could dramatically change how Disney operates as a television service. According to a complaint filed, Disney apparently has made an order that underrepresented groups be at least 50% of all their hiring with this. And the FCC is seeing if they're being discriminatory in their hiring practices. Look for this trend. There's been a massive, they've launched investigations into Comcast, now Disney. I think others are probably on the way. CBS is under investigation. The FCC is getting a lot more aggressive in how television, which is regulated by the FCC, these are public airwaves, a lot of them are using and other things, are doing it. I'll be interested to see what comes from this. Keep a close eye on the FCC. Much different FCC than I think even people expected. Much more aggressive in a wide range of things, from trying to speed up the rollout of internet to rural America, to cracking down on how TV studios do their business. We'll keep a close eye on this, but if you want to learn more about this, link in the show notes down below. We will try to cover this in as neutral and respectful way as possible. Like I said in an earlier video, unfortunately, politics do impact television because it's regulated by the federal government with the FCC. And so we will cover it when we have to, but we do try to avoid politics as much as possible. That's why I shoved this at the end of this video. I hope you understand. But if you want to learn more, link in the show notes. I'll be watching this closely because it could have a massive impact in television and movie production. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Again, thanks to everybody for those tips. Don't forget, go to corecarsnews.com, click on the Contact Us, send us a tip. It gets emailed not just to me, but to everybody in our staff in our news department. Take care. Be safe. I'll be back again real soon. Have a fantastic day, everybody.